Hello everyone, Phoenix Knight here. Welcome to the channel. As part of a special order I placed through my local game store, I got a game called Astro Knights in. So this one has actually been described to me as being Aeon's End in space. And I've made no bones about the fact that I really love Aeon's End. So I figured if it sounds like Aeon's End in space, that's probably worth giving it a look. So in this video, we're going to crack the box open and see what we've got in here. First, I'm going to go ahead and open that. First, let's take a look at the back. It is a dark moment for the universe. Rogue robots, extra-dimensional invaders, and warmongering monstrosities threaten the edges of our galaxy. Our only hope of survival is a powerful new invention that can transform ordinary people into an extraordinary galactic super team. It is time for our heroes to rise to the challenge and become the Astro Knights. Astro Knights is a cooperative deck-building game where each player takes up the mantle of an Astro Knight, the powerful defenders of the universe itself. Unlike most deck builders, players in Astro Knights will never shuffle their decks, meaning it's up to you to set up your own tactical combo. Fuel your star core with everything from solar cells to magnetic waves, and use that energy to add powerful tech and weaponry to your arsenal. You can even power up your star core itself to perform your character's unique special ability and help turn the tides against one of 4 world-ending bosses. Upgrade your deck, defeat intergalactic enemies, and defend the universe. The one thing I could see here, it's a 60-minute game, 1 to 4 player, ages 14 plus. That might be a little bit hard to tell, but we'll zoom in so you can see that. The one problem I could see is with only 4 bosses, you might run out of content very quickly in here, but I'm getting way ahead of myself there, so let's crack this open and see what's all inside the box. We'll start off by taking the shrink wrap off, closing the knife carefully. There we go. We'll get the shrink wrap off. All right, the shrink wrap can hit the bin, and now we'll take a look inside the box and see what we've got. Of course, we've got the manual, which seems to be written very similar to Aeon's End. We'll take our cursory thumb through that toward the end of the video. We've got our first boss, Furion, along with a scouting report, setup, and a challenge rating. Architect 0815. Looks like there's some stuff that's going to need to be punched out. Okay. Lunaris. And Continua. Looks like our 4 bosses. And we've got our, easy does it. Looks like we've got our first Astro Knight here. Nazma. Okay. Along with a starting deck and on the back. Zack. Okay, once again, I need to be careful because I'm not ready to punch these yet. Silas. Oh, we got more than that. Looks like our healer type. Toli. Looks like there's the homeworld in here, which seems to be similar to Gravehold. The back for Toli. And, well, we got more. Gavril. And Christina. I think that's the only normal sounding name we've had of the Astro Knights in this box. Okay. And we've got expert modes for the bosses and nightmare modes. Okay. Additional abilities as each boss levels up. Okay. A lot of punchboard in here from the looks of it. Okay. Looks like we also got boxes for each boss. So that'll make organizing everything very easy. Health dials. That's probably for the... Hold on. There we go. Now that I've got that right side up, probably a dial for the home world. Alright, we've got our dividers. Looks like the various home worlds that we could be defending. Along with a quick reference in here. I'm also not going to crack that until I'm ready for it. Cards. And we've got our various tokens. Let's see, wait a minute. I thought this was a 1 to 4 player game. Seems like there's only enough tokens in here for 3 players. Presuming you need 4 for each one. It almost seems like we're missing 3 black tokens in here somewhere. Yeah, this is advertised as being a 1 to 4 player game. There's actually... Oh, never mind. For each of... Wait a minute. For each of red, yellow... For each of red and yellow... Track players' health and slots. 5 blue to track players in the homeworld's power. And a black to be used for certain bosses. Okay, so never mind. We do have enough. I think I was expecting it to be different colors in there. And then we've got extra baggies, which we're probably going to end up pilfering for other games. But we can throw all this back in. And I don't think the boxes are going to go in quite clean. No. All the punch board can go back in until I'm ready for it. But we'll give the rulebook our cursory thumb through. Looks like it's a fairly short rulebook, which is always a good thing. Okay, yeah, definitely very similar to Aeon's End with the player number tokens. I'm presuming there's going to be a turn order deck in there somewhere if this is anything like Aeon's End. That's the component check, or the discs I was using to check everything. So now that we've got that straight. Oh yeah, this is... We've got fuel, tech, and weapon. This is definitely looking similar to Aeon's End. Okay. I do like how the setup is a little bit different for the different types of cards and dividing it further by the cost. Whereas in Aeon's End you have a static market where basically the gems, relics, and spells you get there is what you have to deal with. This actually splits it down so it doesn't penalize you as much if you end up with an expensive market, potentially. So in theory, you'll be able to buy stuff from the cheaper decks. Yep, there's the setup for the turn order deck. Like I said, I'm not going to crack everything until... I'm not going to crack all the cards together until I'm ready for it. Okay. Setup example. Turn order. Oh yeah. Attack phase would be the casting phase in Aeon's End. Your main phase is the same, and your draw phase. Okay, yeah. This is definitely Aeon's End in space for starters. I'm sure there's more to it than that, but I think that's a good place to start from for the time being. And actually, now I'm curious, does the box even... Terraforming Mars? Yep, the box even advertises Aeon's End on it, so yeah. Plus, it's by the same company that makes Aeon's End, so not surprising at all. Okay, how the boss turn works. Okay. All right. And everything else that we need there. Okay, cool. So we can put that all back in the box. And that's everything that comes in the box for Astro Knights. Still a busy weekend coming up on the channel. Actually, we've got hopefully a normal week coming up on the channel. Tomorrow we're continuing the the spring campaign in Arkham Horror, the card game, with the second scenario for the Dreamers as they start their search for Kadath. Wednesday we're playing Heat Pedal to the Metal from Days of Wonder. And next week, Mystical Munchies will conclude Out of the Dungeon Meister cookbook with the dessert, Touch of Death, which looks to be Bones of the Dead cookies. Thank you for watching the video. Please give the video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Be sure to turn on notifications so you get my content. Be well, stay safe, take care of yourselves and your loved ones, and I'll be back with more videos in the future. Until then, take care everyone.